Okay, the commissioning part about the GMV6. Totally 4 parts: the deep switch setting, the preparation of commissioning, startup and commissioning. The last part talk about the function setting. Deep switch is set, and this is a deep switch. The deep switch is in the mainboard. This part is for the GMV5 and this is for the GMV6. And the GMV5 from SA1 to SA8 and GMV6 from SA1, SA2 and SA8. And when we do the setting, we should take the service manual for reference. But the service manual only says 000 or 01 or 110. So what is 0 means and what is 1 means? Okay, when we do the setting, if it says 0, it means we should put it up. So it means up is 0 and down is 1. Up is 0, down is 1. So if the service manual said if you want to realize some function, and you should set this deep switch to 00 or 01, you should set it like this. It means 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, so that's the setting about deep switch. And then we talk about the meaning for every deep switch. SA1 is capacity code. And before out of factory, we have already set this deep switch of the capacity, so no need to change this. And SA2 is central control of address, but this is central control for the multi-system. And this I2 is if you should set the address for every system, not every indoor unit. This sets the address for the whole system, okay, for the whole system. And SA3 is emergency mode for the compressor, and SA4 is emergency mode for the module, and SA5 is emergency mode for the fan, and SA6 is the external static pressure setting, and this is ESP for the outdoor unit. And SA7 is reserved, so no meaning. SA8 is a master setting, master outdoor unit setting. Okay, SA1 is capacity. Before out of factory, we have already set this, and also has been glued, so it means no need to change this. But only when you do the troubleshooting. And maybe you should replace a new mainboard, and you should set the capacity same with the old one. Okay, as SA1 capacity setting. SA2 is the central control for the address for multi-system. If you want to realize the central control for multi-system, you should set the address for every system. And this setting should in the master outdoor unit. Okay, it's an address. Set the address for the whole system. And SA8 is a master setting. We know for GMV and can be modularized. But for the multi-outdoor unit, we should set one outdoor unit as the master outdoor unit. Okay, and the master is 0, 0, and the others, the slave module should be 1, 0. Okay, that's very important. The slave module is 1, 0, not 0, 1, or not 1, 1. Only 1, 0 is slave module, only 1, 0. Okay, it's very important. Only 1, 0 is slave, and 0, 0 is master. And for one system, only one master outdoor unit. And some notice here. And SA1 no need to change. SA2 is address for the whole system. So if you do not want to realize the central control for multi-system, no need to set this SA2. And SA8 is a master deep switch, and it should be set before the commissioning. And all the deep switch should be set and the power off status. Okay, that's very important. We should set the dip switch before the commissioning and should be under power off status. Okay, it's a dip switch setting. And then it's a preparation about commissioning. We can see it's commissioning tools, and this one is a vacuum pump, and there's a dip switch, the operation. You should set the dip switch before commissioning. And there's a refrigerant tank, because after the commissioning we should charge the supplementary refrigerant, and there's a multimeter. And then there's commissioning steps. And the first step, we should do the vacuum and charge the refrigerant, and the power supply, check the power supply, and preheat for the whole unit, and then do the preparation, and we can do the commissioning as steps. The first step, we should do the vacuum, but we have some requirement for this, for the vacuum pump. And for this vacuum, as degree should reach minus 0.1 megapascal, and for 4 liter is okay. And this should have the check valve. The check valve is very important. Okay, and for this oil should be clean and dry. It's very important. Just like this is dirty, and this some water in the oil. Just like this. If water in the oil like this, okay, this oil should be clean and dry, just like this. And then we do the vacuum and the connection like this. We do the vacuum, and here this connect this vacuum pump, and here the high pressure gauge connect this liquid valve, and low pressure pipe connect this gas valve. Okay, and we should do the vacuum on the both sides, both gas side and liquid side. Okay, through the both sides do the vacuum. And then when we do the charging, when we charge the refrigerant, we can do the connection like this. And this connect also through the pressure gauge, and here this pipe connects this refrigerant tank, and the high pressure connects this liquid pipe, and this low pressure pipe connects the gas pipe when we charge the refrigerant. And if this refrigerant tank have a siphon in, and we can no need to reverse it, just like this is okay. Upright is okay. And okay, very important. Only liquid refrigerant charging, and only charge from the liquid valve. Do the charging from the liquid valve. And before the commissioning, we should charge the refrigerant more than 70%. If no more than 70%, we cannot do the commissioning. Okay, because we have a steps is to check the quantity of the refrigerant. Okay. How much refrigerant we should charge, we can do the calculation, and through this selection software, and this selection software can calculate for you how much refrigerant you should charge. So it means no need to do the calculation by yourself. Okay, and actually this is the refrigerant supplementary amount. Totally we should calculate this for the top discharge GMV, and includes the supplementary amount for the pipe, and also should calculate the supplementary amount for the module. So it includes 2 parts, but actually no need to do the calculation by yourself. Just the selection software can tell you how much refrigerant you need to charge. Okay, then we should do the after the installation and after the charging of the refrigerant, then we should and after the setting of the dip switch, and we should power on and do the preheat. Only power on is do the preheat. For GMV 5, we should do the preheat more than 8 hours, but for our GMV 6, 2 hours is enough. 2 hours is enough. So we should preheat 2 hours for our GMV 6. And okay, if before of commissioning and the member will display 01 OF A0. Okay, and before the commissioning, you should confirm the cut of the valves of the outdoor unit is fully opened and have already charged more than 70% of the refrigerant. And then here, when we do the charging, if we do the commissioning through the mainboard, and here we'll display the 01 OF A0. A0 it means the system is not yet commissioned. Okay. And when we do the commissioning, and the panels must be closed because it may affect the pressure of the whole system. So it should be, the panels should be closed. Okay, then we do the commissioning. When we do the commissioning, until now we have 3 ways. The first, we can do the commissioning through the mainboard of the outdoor unit, of the master outdoor unit, and we also can do the commissioning through the commissioning software. And the last one is very convenient. We can do the commissioning through this debugger, the portable debugger. Okay, this portable debugger is very convenient when we do the commissioning or when we do the troubleshooting. The portable debugger. Okay, then we do the commissioning through this mainboard. No need other tools, only through this mainboard. And this mainboard of the GMV 6, and this 4 buttons here, the four buttons. By pressing the button, and we do the commissioning. Okay, the SA1 is up and function. It can up and function, and SW2 is down button, and SW3 is confirm button, SW4 is back, go back to the last step, and it's back. Okay, and then it's a double H LED here, 3 double H LED here. Okay, then we do the commissioning. The first step, and we should long press SW3 button for 5 seconds, and we can start the commissioning. And before the commissioning and the double, the LED displayed a 01 OF A0, but if you press this SW3 buttons for 5 seconds, and it changed to DB01OC. Okay, DB means debugging. It means debugging, and 01 is the first step. 01 is the first step, and OC actually it means okay. Okay, and this master outdoor unit. It's a master outdoor unit setting. So the first step, the unit, it can detect if you have already set the master outdoor unit, and only one master outdoor unit be set. So if it is right, so here we'll display the OC. It means okay, and then it can okay. But if it displayed CC, it means no master outdoor unit. It means you haven't set the master outdoor unit for the modularized system. And CC means no master outdoor unit, and you should power off and set the master outdoor unit. And CF is multi-master outdoor unit. multi is more than one master order unit, display the CF, and OC means okay, only one master. Okay, so if not OC, we should set the master again. Okay, and it's OC. Okay, now it displayed OC, and if it detects only one master order unit, and then it can come to the step 2 automatically. And then here display the DB02AD. So the step 2, the unit is indoor unit address assignment. So step 2 is assign the address for all the indoor unit. And when we use central controller to control the multi indoor units, and it can control every indoor unit through their address. So we should set the address for every indoor unit. And if here displayed AD means it's now assigned the address for every indoor unit, and it may take 1 to 10 minutes. And after the assignment, and will display the OC. OC means okay, it has already assigned the address for every indoor unit. But we have error code is error 7. So if after step 2 and here displayed error 7, error 7 means no master indoor unit. And we should set the master order unit, and the same, we should also set the master indoor unit. So what's the function of the master indoor unit? Okay, this master, we know for the heat pump GMV, and the whole unit can only run in all the indoor units should run in cooling mode or heating mode. It cannot run in cooling or heating simultaneously. So this master indoor unit lead the running mode. So it means if master indoor unit run in cooling mode, and the other indoor unit cannot run in heat mode. So that's a function of the master indoor unit. If here displayed L7, it means you haven't set the master indoor unit. Under this condition, we should set the master indoor unit. And you can set the master indoor unit through the commissioning software, and also can set the master indoor unit through the wired remote controller. And if you haven't set, don't worry, and the unit can set one indoor unit as the master indoor unit, and automatically, and then we'll come to the step 3 automatically. On step 3, the unit check the quantity of the order unit, and need your confirm. This step need you confirm. And here is if it display DB03 is step 3, and 03 means there are 2 order units. If it is true, you should press SW3 the confirm to confirm. You should press SW3 to confirm. And if it's not true, and we should check the communication wire or some other wire or the module. So maybe something wrong with this unit. So if it's true, display press this SW3, and then come to the step 4 automatically. And here is step 4 is to detect the quantity of the indoor unit. And here LED3 will display the quantity of the indoor unit. If it is true, and you should also press SW3 to confirm, and then it can come to the step 5 automatically. If it's not true, and if, for example, if one indoor unit missing, and you should power off the unit, the whole system, and then to check the communication wire of every indoor unit or some other troubleshooting. You should do the troubleshooting. So here is the quantity. You should confirm the quantity. And if it's true, display the OC and then come to the step 5. For step 5, the unit detects the internal communication for the module. It means the unit under step 5, the unit detects the communication of the outdoor site or the outdoor unit, like the communication between the mainboard and the compressor drive board, and between the mainboard of the fan motor drive. And under step 5, the unit also detects the capacity ratio. And our requirement is from 50% to 135%. If out of this range, and here and step 5, it cannot display OC. It means cannot pass the commissioning. Okay, so we should in this range from 50% to 135%. And if something wrong with this, with the communication, if have the communication error, and for example, if have the communication error between the mainboard and the compressor drive module, and here we'll display the C2. Okay, C2, the corresponding error code will be displayed here. And this is step 5. At step 5, if normally there is no error here because there's a new module, and then here displayed OC, and then come to the step 6 automatically. And under step 6, and the whole unit detects the components, all the components of the basic module. It means detects the components of the outdoor site, also for the outdoor site, not indoor site, for the outdoor site. And actually is to detect all the temperature sensor and high pressure sensor is normal or not, is normal or not normal. And like we under the step 6, the unit detects the ambient temperature sensor or the defrosting temperature sensor or the compressor top temperature sensor. Even include the high pressure sensor, low pressure sensor, all the sensor, detect all the sensors. So if something wrong with the sensors, and the corresponding error code displayed, like if B1 means ambient temperature sensor have error, and FU it means the compressor 1 top temperature sensor error. So it will display the error. But we know we have the for the modularized system, if one slave module have error, so what will display it for example, and if the module without error, and this module will display the J0, which module have error, it displays the error code, the correspond error code. Okay, that's for the step 6. And then if no error, and come to the step 7 automatically. And step 7 is detect the indoor site, and detect the components in the indoor site, also for all the sensors, also for all the sensors, and like the indoor unit ambient temperature sensor and inlet pipe temperature sensor, all the sensors. And at first, if something, for example, if for one indoor unit, as its ambient temperature sensor have error, and then here, at first it will display the address of this indoor unit, and then display the corresponding error code. Okay, so this for the step 7. And then if no error, and come to the step 8 automatically. Under step 8, the unit detects the preheat time. For GMV 6, our unit is 2 hours. If no more than 2 hours, display the U0. U0, it means the preheat time is not enough. You should power on for more than 2 hours, another 2 hours. Okay, if it's okay, and display the OC, and come to the step 9 automatically. And under step 9, the unit will detect the refrigerant amount is enough, is more than 70% or not. Our requirement is at least 70% of the refrigerant amount. If no more than 70%, and the commissioning cannot pass. Okay, that's step 9. For example, if we displayed U4, U4 means the refrigerant is not enough. Okay, but if we displayed OC, it means okay. And come to the step 10 automatically. Step 10, the unit and this condition, you can hear, and this step 10 you can hear the unit is startup. You can hear the noise startup because it should detect the valves of the outdoor unit. The valves of the outdoor unit are fully open or not. For example, if it displayed ON means on, it means it's checking now, just wait. But if it displayed U6, it means have some error. It means the valves of the outdoor unit not fully opened. So means when you do the installation and you forgot before the commissioning, you forgot to turn on the valves of the outdoor unit. Okay, you forgot to open the valves. And if it is displayed OC, it means it's okay. And if you really forgot to open the valves, and you can press SW4 to return to the step 9, and open the valves and it can check again. And for step 11, there is no meaning. Then the unit start test run, and the unit running test run in cooling mode, heating mode is according to the environment temperature. If it detects the environment temperature is higher than 20 degrees, and the unit test running in cooling mode. If lower than 20 degrees, and the unit commissioning in heating mode. Okay. And when the unit test run in cooling and heating mode, and we cannot control this unit through the wired controller in this part, and it may take about 40 minutes. It's test running time, about 40 minutes. And after the test running, and the mainboard displayed 01 OF, it means its commissioning is okay. The system is ready for operation. Then you can control this system. And the above part we have talked about is do the commissioning through the mainboard, and we have already said we can do the commissioning through the commissioning software, and how do the connection. And at first we should install this commissioning software in your laptop and can connect to the indoor unit, the D1, D2, and the indoor unit, and also can connect to the outdoor unit, also D1, D2. Okay, when connected to the indoor unit, every indoor unit is available, and the outdoor unit, the outdoor unit should connect the master outdoor unit. Okay, the master outdoor unit. And if you want to do the commissioning for the multi-system, do the commissioning simultaneously, and you should connect all the system through the communication wire, and we should connect the G1, G2. All the systems, the G1, G2 should be connected, and through this, the laptop connect the wire of the master system, the G1, G2. And that's the interface of the commissioning software. And when do the commissioning, and it is from step 1 to step 15. And actually that's very convenient. You only need to confirm the quantity of the outdoor unit or the quantity of the indoor unit, you should only press this OK, this button here, the OK here. Okay, it's very convenient as do the commissioning through this commissioning software. And we also can do the commissioning through the portable debugger. This portable debugger, and as portable debugger, it means no need power, no need the power, only connect the outdoor unit or the indoor unit. When connected to the outdoor unit, we should connect to the CN2 here, the CN2 of this master outdoor unit, and then we can do the commissioning or do the troubleshooting. And also can connect to the indoor side. For the indoor side, we should connect the CN11, and every indoor unit is available. Every indoor unit, the CN11 is available. Okay, it's connected to the CN11. And the interface of the portable debugger is do the commissioning. It's also very convenient. Only need to press OK to confirm the quantity of the outdoor unit or the quantity of the indoor unit. It's almost the same with the commissioning software. And then let's do the commissioning. And then the last part we talk about the function setting. So this table shows some functions we can set, like the A2. The A2 is refrigerant recycle, and A6 is cooling or heating of the entire system. We can set the unit running only in cooling mode or only in heating mode. Or A7 is outdoor slice mode, and A8 is after sales vacuum pump mode, and some other function. Okay, so we talk about the functions in the following part. And we should press and hold the SW1, this SW1, the buttons, and for 5 seconds. Now we can enter to the function setting status. Okay, we can see it's only valid on master outdoor unit, only for the master outdoor unit. We can press this SW1 and hold for 5 seconds to enter the function setting status. Okay, so we talk about the first, so how to change the different function. And after enter this status, we can by pressing SW1 up or down, or SW2 or down, to change the different function, and press SW3 to confirm, and enter to this function you want to change, you want to set. A2 is refrigerant recovery operation, and it means when you do the troubleshooting and you want to recover the refrigerant, and our GMV can do this operation automatically. And for example, and if one indoor unit is malfunction, and we should do the troubleshooting for this indoor unit, and before the troubleshooting, and we should recover the refrigerant in the indoor side to the outdoor side. So you can take this table for reference, and we can take we can recover the refrigerant to the outdoor side, but the outdoor unit, for the different module, it has the maximum value. If we recover the refrigerant to this module, the 22.4, okay, 22.4, and this the value, the maximum value is 6 kilogram. If out of this range, and we should also recover the refrigerant to the outer refrigerant tank. Okay, and this table shows the maximum value. Okay, then we see how to do the refrigerant recovery. For example, if one indoor unit in malfunction, and we should recover the refrigerant from the indoor side to the outdoor side, and we can set through A2 and change set the function onto A2 and select the 01, select 01 to enter in the unit refrigerant recovery. And then the LED3 here, the LED3 of the mainboard displayed the low pressure value. And the step 2, we should close the liquid valve. We should close this liquid valve first. All the modules liquid valves should be closed, and then will this LED3 blinks, will the low pressure blinks, and we should quickly close the gas valve of the whole of all the basic module. We should quickly close the gas valves of all the basic module and press ISW3 and on the master auto unit, and we also can power off the entire unit. And this is a process. How to do the refrigerant recovery, and this it may take 10 minutes. It's very convenient, and we not only can recover the refrigerant from the indoor side to the outdoor side, and we also can recover the refrigerant from one module to other modules. From the one module, if this module 1, auto unit 1 in malfunction, and we should change a new one, and at first we should recover the refrigerant in this auto unit 1 to other module. Okay, how to do? And we should at first set this auto unit. In emergency mode, and close the liquid valve. Close its liquid valve of this auto unit, and then we should select A2 and select 02, and then here the LED3 shows the high pressure value of the module. And then when this LED3, when this high pressure value blinks, and we should quickly close the gas valve of the emergency module. Close this gas valve, and in 3 minutes, and press SW3 on the master in the unit or power off the unit. And it also may take 10 minutes of the whole recovery. Okay, it's very convenient for the refrigerant recovery operation. And this A7 low noise control technology. Our GMV can running in regular mode in the daytime and running in low noise mode in nighttime. And we can set these 2 times. The daytime we can set this hour, the X hours, and the Y hours, and these 2 interval time, can be changed, and totally 9 mode can be choose. And once set, and the unit can running in this mode day and day, and no need set this mode every day. It's a low noise control technology. And this low noise mode, it means the unit always running in low noise mode. Low noise mode. And we have 3 modes to choose: the level 10, level 11, and the level 12. Level 10 is low noise mode, and 11 is low or medium noise mode, and 12 is super low noise mode. Of course, it can affect the output of the unit. The low noise mode can affect the output of the unit. And A6 is unit cooling or heating function. It means we can set our unit, even the heat pump unit, we can set our unit in cooling only mode, or heating only, or air supply only. Okay. The default setting is NA, is the cooling and heating unit. And A8 is after sales vacuum mode. After sales vacuum mode. It means if something wrong with our unit, and we should do the troubleshooting. And when do the troubleshooting, we should do the vacuum of the whole unit. But before the vacuum, and we should set A8 because it can open all the valves in the unit, the indoor side or the outdoor side, and can help the unit can do the vacuum thoroughly. And this is 1G outdoor unit external static pressure setting. And for the external static pressure setting, the function code is 1G. 1G is a function code. And we know for GMV5 we set the ESP through the dip switch, but for the GMV6 and we set this ESP setting through the function buttons. And the function code is 1G. And for GMV6 we have 5 modes to choose, from 00 to 04. And 00 is default setting is 0 par, and 01 is 30 par, and 02 is 50 par, and 03 is 80 par, and for 04 is 110 par. And this is for the static pressure. And how to do the setting, and we see here. For example, if we want to change the ESP of outdoor unit 2, for the module 2 from 0 to 80 par, how to do the setting? And at first, we should choose 1G, the function code, and choose this module. And the module 2, we should choose this 00 to 02, and change it from 00 to 02. And will it blinks, and then we should will it on, and then set this OC to set OC to 03, then we have, then that's okay. And for this C8 is compressor emergency operation. For GMV5 we set this the compressor emergency mode through the dip switch, but for GMV6 we set this through the function button. And this function code, the function code is C8. Okay, and for this C8, and the different code have the different function. For 00 it means no function shelled, and no compressor shelled. And for this 01 is shelled compressor 1, and 02 is shelled compressor 2. And this we can show this function within 24 hours. If out of this time, an AD display, and the whole unit cannot work again. Okay, and for the compressor emergency mode, only one outdoor unit. This is only for the single system, for the single outdoor unit system, and only one outdoor unit with 2 compressors. And we can shield 1 compressor. And how to distinguish which is compressor 1, which is compressor 2? Okay, when we face to the outdoor unit, and from the front side of the outdoor unit, it means which side we do the have the mainboard, and when we stand front face to the unit, face to the outdoor unit, and from your right hand to your left hand, and is number 1 compressor and number 2 compressor. If you want to show the number 2 compressor, and for here, okay, that's the change it to number 2 compressor, it's okay. And for CA is module emergency operation module. And we can, if one module even function, and we can show this module and the whole unit can running normally. So how to do the setting? For GMV5 we do this setting through the deep switch, but for the GMV6 we do this setting through the function button, through the function button. And this function code is CA, and we can show this module in 48 hours at most. If out of this range and AD display, the whole unit cannot work again. Okay, and we can see the different code have the different function. The default setting is 00, and 01 it means show the module 1, 02 shows the module 2, and the 1, 2, 3, 4 is the address of the module. Okay, 03 is shows the module 3, 04 is shows the module 4. Okay, and for the for this function, we can only is only available for the system which has more than 2 modules, and in one system we can only show only one module. And C9 is the fine emergency operation. It means for one outdoor unit, and this function also only available for the single outdoor unit, for the single outdoor unit system, and this outdoor unit have two fans. It means for this outdoor unit, if one fan in malfunction, and we can shield one fan, and the whole unit can still running normally. And how to shield the fan? And 00 means no shield, is the default setting, and 01 is shield fan 1, and 02 is shield fan 2. Okay, and this limit for the fan is 120 hours. If out of this range and AD display, then the whole unit cannot work again. It's a fine emergency mode. And okay, it's same with compressor, and when we face to the outdoor side, or face to the outdoor unit, from your right hand to your left hand is number 1 fan, number 2 fan. Okay, if you want to shield number 2 fan, and you should choose 02. And different with GMV5, and for GMV6 also have a function is the components shield function, components emergency function. And sometimes it means if for the unit, for the system, if one sensor in malfunction, and but you still want control this unit, you still want this unit running, and we can shield all the sensor. We cannot only shield one sensor, but we can shield all the sensor, and the whole unit can still running for another 1 week. But of course, as a function of this the function of the whole unit under emergency mode, some functions already have the limit. Okay, 00 is the default setting, means no shield, but 01 is emergency state of the components. It means we have shield some components of the unit. The components include the defrosting temperature sensor, ambient temperature sensor, top shield temperature sensor, discharge temperature sensor of current protection, and startup failure. So it means shield all the functions, and the unit can still running for another 1 week. If out of this range AD display, and the whole unit cannot work again. Okay, of course, under this emergency, we have already talked about this. Under this component emergency mode, some functions of the unit is maybe not available. Okay, it's 4G. For this function, the for-in is a function called for-in, and adaptive control of noise. And this function, it can decrease the noise according to your habit. So decrease the noise and also can decrease the power consumption of the whole unit. And the default setting is 00. It means it's valid. It has this. It can control. It can according to your habit and decrease the noise. It's a default setting. But if you do not this function, and you can set this 00 to 01. Okay, it's adaptive control of noise. 1F is a function code and is SRL, low pressure control. And for this function, I think my colleague has already talked about this function when he does the brief introduction part. And for this function, actually, it can decrease the power consumption. And the default setting is regular low pressure control. And default setting is 00. If you want to activate this SRL low pressure control, you should change this 00 to 01 is okay. Okay, this SRL low pressure control. And for this is 1H. 1H is efficient module rotation. The module rotation. And we have two modes you can choose. One mode is regular control, just like the 3-shift day. Of course, is under part load condition, and just like 3-shift days, 8 hour, 8 hour, 8 hour, and this time is 8 hour. But you also can choose another mode is efficient module rotation. Efficient module rotation not only considers the running time, but also the unit it can choose, the system it can choose the most energy efficient combination. Okay, so it's more power consumption. And the default setting is efficient module rotation. It's 00. But if you do not choose this efficient module rotation, you want to use a regular module rotation, and you can change this 00 to 01. And this regular module rotation is same with the GMV5. Default setting is 00, efficient module rotation. And for this one, 5L, the function code is 5L, and its function is fine reverse dust removal. And this function, it means it can blow out the dust in the condenser and by reverse rotation. Okay, so for this function is a new function of GMV6, and the default setting is function of 00. It means know this function, and 01 it means the function on according to the weather and the GPS. But actually, for this function, is only available in the Chinese domestic market, not available for the overseas market. And for the overseas market, this function can be customized. And for this function, it's according to the customer's usage time, and our engineer and can write this interval time to the program. So this requires engineering customize. It's a fine reverse dust removal function. And for the we also can check some running parameter, and by the function called N6. N6 is a photo query, like all the error code, and we can check through the N6. And N7 is a parameter checking. You can check some parameters of the unit, of the running mode, of the running unit. And the N8 is engineering. It means the address of the indoor unit we can set. We can check by N8, and N9 is online inter-unit quantity checking. The quantity of the inter-unit checking, and NB is normally no need this function. Okay, that's all the commissioning part.